right, I think we're good. All right, here we go, guys. So this is a little program I found. I was doing a little bit of researching when I was trying to see if there was any options out there about macro key sending to essentially, simulate what an Elgato Stream Deck's going to do. They're a fantastic piece of equipment. People swear by them, but man, they're a little on the pricey side. And let's face it, I'm not at that level yet where I'm gonna drop my money on that. So doing a little bit of research, I came up with something that I think is going to work um, pretty well. It's worked for just about everything for me, except for a couple of games that seem like they're an issue when they've got really high anti-cheat. DayZ being one of them, Arma's another. Um, Chatting last night with someone, and they'd mentioned a few other games they were having issues with, but it doesn't seem like it's a problem with the actual app. It seems like it's a problem with Streamlabs OBS, um, which I know there is an active bug for Streamlabs OBS to try and get that solved. There's an active bug report. So let's get started on this, and I'll show you guys what you've got to do. So the first thing you're going to want to do is download and find the stuff for Keysndr. So I'm going to drop the link here in chat, and when I drop this on YouTube and that, I'll put the links in the description. But what you're going to want to do is go to keysndr.win and go from there. It will show you a few different things. You're also going to want to download Keysndr on Google Play Store. So if you Google Play the Keysndr app, you're going to find that there. You're going to want to install that. Now, if you go to the Keysndr website, you're going to want to go to Downloads. There's a link there for the Google Play as well, but you're also going to want the Keysndr server. I've already got it installed, but you're going to want to install that. What that's going to do is going to allow the Keysndr client app on your phone to sync to the Keysndr server on your computer and allow the communication to happen back and forth between the two of them. So we've got that all set up already, and the other thing you're going to want to do is launch the Keysndr server program. Now, it's just a small little program, and when you get in there, basically you're going to want to just leave that running in the background. There's nothing crazy to it. Once that's all said and done, you're going to want to hit the management portal. There's a button on there. Let me see if I can get the window up here for you guys, just so you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing. Alright, there you go. That's the Keysndr server program right there. So there's nothing too crazy on it. Literally all you can do is reload. It'll show you a list of actions that have already been running, and then you've got the management portal. Now you're going to want to click the management portal button, and it's going to take you to this. Now, as you can see there, I've already got one set up. I'm just going to hide that in the meantime. I've already got one set up with everything that I want, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it from scratch. But I'll just show you guys here real quick what this looks like. If you hit open, you're going to be able to see that. So this is essentially what I've got on my phone, and I'll show you here through the camera. And if you can see there in the camera, boom, everything matches. It's all fancy and all that loveliness. So I will show you guys how to get this thing set up. So let's go create a new one. What you're going to want to do is hit the create button. Here you get to set how many rows and columns that you want. Now, I've not been able to find a way to go back through and edit this afterwards, so my suggestion would be do your homework beforehand, figure out how many buttons you're going to want, how many actions you're going to want. What I suggest doing is setting up your hotkeys first in something like Streamlabs, or Streamlabs OBS, or your chatbots, whatever you've got that you're going to want macros for. set up your hotkeys first so that way you get an idea how many you're going to need. I would probably suggest something like, I don't know, I'm running like 5 by 3 just because of the size of the phone. I didn't want anything getting too small, but I'm already running low on buttons. So I might be creating a new one just to take care of that. But anyways, let's start with something simple. Let's do something 3 by 4. All right. So we're going to hit create. Here's our 3 by 4. So you can see here we've got spaces to create a few things. Now, there's something real cool I like with this program, and that is you can set a main window. So the most things that I'm going to be interacting with this is probably going to be Streamlabs OBS, or for you might be OBS, whatever it is. So what I like to do is I go down in here and hit the process name. What that does is focuses all the commands onto that one application. So that's what I like to do. And don't worry, I'm going to show you guys something else afterwards. So let's say I've got, I've got a couple starting soon screens and break screens and things like that. So we're going to go through. You can give it an action name here, like starting soon. Yeah, you want it enabled. Here you can set some colors. You can set text color as well. Let's say you want it orange, because why not? Let's say you want the background to be red. No, we don't want red because that's going to look horrible. Blue and orange. Sure, that'll work. You can also set up a couple images as well. But for this one, we're not going to do that. I'll show you guys a couple other things afterwards. So what you're going to want to do now is do an add sequence. Now, I've got my hotkeys already set up. So what I've got is a piece of paper here with my hotkeys recorded. Key press is for 100 milliseconds. What you're going to want to do is, instead of, you can drop down through here to select your hotkey, but the easiest way to do it is to do it down here. So these are your modifiers. You're just going to select these. So what you're going to want to do is, for me, I have my start screen as numpad divide. So I have Alt and Control as my modifiers, and then you're just going to go to the input spot there, the box, and hit divide. Oh, hang on, my numlock's not on. Oh, never mind. My fault, guys. I didn't realize it was changing up here. I'm just not paying attention. All right, so it picked it up. There we go. We're good. So what we're going to want to do is, you can save it. Really doesn't matter what that does, is save the entire configuration. You can go to another one, start editing it. You can come back. Everything's still set up. So we're going to go to another one here. We're going to set that up. So I'm also going to want to set up a break screen. All right. So break time, because we all need breaks, right? All right. So we're going to leave that as a couple default things, and my modifiers again, Control and Alt. And my break is multiply. And then I'm going to want to set one up for when I'm done. Finished. Go back into add sequence. Modifiers. And finished is numpad minus. Alright, so those have all picked up. So if you see there, those are all good. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you this. I'm going to set this up with a name here. Let's save that. Alright, so now if you go back to home, you're going to see here I've got testing set up. Now if we hit open, you're going to be able to see this here. Just going to give you an idea. Now this is interactive. You can click this and it's going to take you to the different screens. So if I hit my break time screen, oh look at that, it goes to my break time screen. Pretty awesome. Alright, so let's keep going through this. I'll show you guys how to do a couple of other bit more advanced things than that. So let's say we want to set up a couple games. So what I've done is I've gone and downloaded a few images for the games. Now when Keysndr server installs, you get to select where it installs. There's a folder in there that you've got to put your images in, and I'll include that link in the description as to where it's got to go. So wherever you've got yours saved, you're gonna go to where you've installed it. And for me, for example, I've installed it in my C drive under a folder called Keysndr Stream Deck. And then what you're really going to want to do is you're going to want to go into a folder there that gets created called Web and then Media. And then in that Web and Media folder, you're going to see a couple different ones get created for the configurations that you've made. So if you go back here, I've got a configuration for Stream Deck and I've got a configuration for testing. I've got 2 folders in there with those names. So then you're going to want to drop your media images in there and set them up. So I'm just going to copy a couple of these out of there into my other one just to make things nice and easy for you guys so that way you guys can see it. But anyways, you're going to save your images for whatever you want. So I've got a couple different games and stuff set up in there. So let's go back into editing our testing one here. So we're going to want to create one for a game. Alright, so we're going to want this one to be DayZ because we play a lot of DayZ. Now, I could do this and I could set it up however I want, but you know what? I got an image for it. Why don't I use the image? So I'm going to set up an image for DayZ. This here is just reading in that folder that you've set up earlier that I was just talking about, wherever you've installed it in the web media. So you're going to select the game that you want. I like to hit contain so that way it fits the entire image, but you can play around with these and set it up however you want. Now, it does say DayZ over DayZ because the name is there. You can delete the name if you want. You can put the action there if you really want. It's completely up to you. Where the names come into being a bit handy is when you're maybe trying to troubleshoot something's running. And if you go into the Keysndr server window I showed you earlier, pull that back up. So we open up the Keysndr server again. You're going to see there's when we ran that break time action, it actually came up with break time. That name here is whatever name you put here. So that's up to you if you want to leave that. I personally, when it comes to ones with images, don't put it in there, but it can help you with troubleshooting. So if you're having issues, put that back in, and you might save yourself some grief trying to figure things out. So we've got our image there. We're going to set our background color. Now I found an annoying thing in here. Even though black is set, it is not the current background color. It is just not filled. So what you've got to do is go and select something else like white, and go back in, select black, and then boom, the DayZ button's all back set up like that. So now you're going to go back into add sequence, and again, our modifiers. I've got a hotkey for DayZ as numpad 9, so we're just going to set that. We're going to save that, and then if I go in and hit open here and I hit DayZ, boom, it switches over to my scene for DayZ. You guys can't see it because the game's not running, but it does switch all over to my my panel for it. So that is how that one works. You can go through and set up the rest of yours for your other games. You know, I've got one for PUBG, so I can go through, select PUBG. I've got an image for that. We're going to hit contain. And like I said, go through with the color. You got to go through this. I don't know why it does it, but it just does. Just bear with it. And then you go through, add your sequence. So Control Alt. Keyboard sequence for PUBG is 8. For me, it'll be for whatever you guys have it set up. So that's it. That's how that one works. Now I'm going to show you guys a couple other cool little tricks for things like, let's say, muting your mic, right? So we're going to go in here. I've got an image for mic mute, right? So this is my mute stream mic. always set it to contain just because it keeps everything in there. And you can go back through, set the color to match the background so everything looks nice and neat. So what that's going to do is I'm going to go through, add my sequence, Control Alt, and to mute my mic is plus. We're going to save that. I'm going to show you guys something real cool here. So if I go into this and I hit mute stream talking, but when I unmute it, then you guys are going to be able to hear me talking again because I've set up the hotkeys to coincide with this. Really can't hear me, but when I do it like that, see, it's kind of cool. Yeah, so realized it wasn't on the right scene again. So yes, we've created a few other ones here. We created a couple other ones with images. We've got one here for DayZ with the right key sequence down here. We've got one here for Battlegrounds with the right key sequence down here. And we've got one here for muting our mic. So every time you press that, it's going to activate whatever hotkey you've got set. Now I've got a couple hotkeys that don't occur in our action program here, our active program here in Streamlabs OBS. I've got a couple that do other things. Like let's say you've got one for muting TeamSpeak, right? So you could go through and set that up, and I'll show you how to do that as well. Because with this active program here, it's not going to do anything for muting TeamSpeak because of that. But I'll show you something real cool here. We're going to go through, we're going to select the image, so we're going to just have a simple mute icon, right? Set it to contain, like that. Okay, now if we go down in here to add sequence, you can do some pretty cool stuff. When you go down to add sequence, it's going to do whatever sequence for whatever program is set as active. Now if you want to have it do a different program other than active, what you're going to do is you're going to select the override process. So you're going to hit yes, and then what that's going to do is allow you to select a different program. So you can see here I've got a couple different programs running, and all you do is just select whichever program you want. So I've got a Streamlabs chatbot running. I've got one in there for a command for my deaths. When I'm playing PUBG, it's got a death counter, and it'll count my deaths up. So that's something that you can do there, and all you do is select it. So you would just find TeamSpeak in the list, drop it in, make it match your hotkey that you've got on your keyboard for muting your TeamSpeak, and boom, everything works. So that is a really, really cool little feature there that I really like. Now we'll just show you guys something else real quick here. So we've got that grid configuration already set up. I'm just going to show you guys how to bring it in to your phone. So you can see my phone here. I've already got my regular one set up, what I use every day. All you would do is go into the Keysndr app, and when you're here, there's a couple buttons at the top corner here. One of them is a cloud with a down arrow. That, when you press it, allows you to set up which grid configuration you want to do. So this drop down list, all we're going to do is select testing, which is our second one, which is the one we just created. You're going to hit the select button, and then once you do that, boom, it loads it up onto your phone. There's a button here for full screen. You're going to press that, and everything's good there. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to press these buttons here. So we're going to press our we're going to press our break button. When I press that, it actually goes to break. I'm going to press my starting soon button, and it actually goes to starting soon. It's a pretty cool little program, you know, if you've got to set things up for that. If I press my PUBG button, it goes to PUBG, swaps my camera over and everything. If I press my DayZ button, it goes through. It's actually a really, really cool little program. If you've just got I've got a spare Android phone kicking around, and just wanted to send in a few little things. Regarding TS, to use a program like virtual audio cable to mute TS for the stream, but can still hear TS. Krim, it's an excellent question. I personally do use that program. I'm having an issue with it right now, but I'm trying to sort that out. I upgraded some drivers and stuff on my computer, and I think it threw it for a loop. It usually does that when I upgrade my drivers. But virtual audio cable is an excellent program, so that way you can mix down what the stream's going to hear. Um, it's got a good benefit to it. If you stream with people, sorry, if you play games with people and you're going to stream, give me 1 second. Throat's getting a little dry. If you're playing games with people and you're not sure how they're going to be on stream, you're not quite sure how they're going to react, or maybe you're playing in a public TeamSpeak or public Discord, somewhere where anyone can join, and you're not sure how they're going to react when they're on stream, say something stupid that's going to get you in trouble. I think it's definitely a benefit for it. I also play with people at some times that do not like to be heard on stream at particular times. Maybe they're just having a day where they just want to play and not have to worry about crap like that. Is it hard to use and set up? It can be. It can be, actually. Like I said, I'm having a difficult time with it right now, where no matter what I'm doing right now, it just doesn't care, and it's sending my TeamSpeak audio to it anyways. But I'm gonna do. I think I'm a version or two behind, so I'm gonna try and upgrade it and see if that solves my problem. But every time I upgrade my audio drivers through MSI, MSI's got a program to keep your drivers and stuff up to date. Can't remember the name of it right now, but every time I do that, kills my my virtual audio cable, and I've got to reset it up. So I'll probably, once I get that set back up, maybe I'll do another one on those. But in the meantime, there are tons and tons of tutorials for setting that up and getting it working with OBS or XSplit or anything else on YouTube. There's some pretty great little things out there for it. But yeah, that's how this this Keysndr thing works. I'm a fan of it. It works really nice. Um, excuse me. I know I had a couple questions. Actually, I think it might have been you, Krim, asked me about if there was an iOS version that would make this work. I was testing Quadro out before. Quadro is a cool little program I found that does some pretty awesome little macros for an iOS device. Got an iPhone for work, so I was testing it out on that, and it does work well for what you want to do. I was able to get hotkeys and set up custom hotkeys and that, but a 14-day trial on it. After the 14-day trial, you can no longer set up custom hotkeys, and then you've got to pay. I think there's a yearly subscription for it or something like that to get it to work. I've not found if there is. Give me 1 second, guys. Dying over here. There is. I've not found another version on iOS that allows you to do custom hotkeys quite like this. So I've not found a solution for that yet. What you might be able to do, you know what? What you might be able to do is try this Keysndr thing and use the web one. Try that. Try that out in another one, because on Keysndr here you can go through and set open, and it just opens up a web version of what we've created. I wonder if on iOS, if I set up one like this and then just open up the web page for it, if you might be able to do it. That could work. That could be a good little workaround. We'll investigate that, see if that works. But in the meantime, guys, that is how you do it. I'll clip this out as a highlight and send it over to YouTube as well, and a couple other places, just so you guys got it afterwards. But yeah, that's how it works. If you've got any questions, keep them going. But I'm going to take down this timestamp, and we'll use this afterwards.